Hi, I'm Pia from Latitude Jewellers and I wanted to share with you our Flotsam and Jetsam exhibition for 2026. So come through and have a look. As you can see, we've set the shop up and showcasing all the rubbish that has been collected from the islands and then turned into artwork. So come through here and have a look at this. This gorgeous octopus. And you know, Chad Sawyer made this, and just have a look at the detail in there, like the little rope that he's untwined and then curled it up to make a drumming octopus. It's pretty cool. And then we have this wonderful piece. So this piece was by Jay Wiley. You'll have to come around and have a little look at the front there, all the detail that's in it. You know, most of it is made of Flotsam, but he has added his own items in here, like we've got the barbed wire, and you know, it's pretty cool. Like, I do wish that it could move. Ooh, pretty great. And then have a look at the spaceman. And like from this angle, you can see all the rubbish that's been used to actually make that piece. That piece was made by Monty Stellamans. And also, again, that was a winner. So that was a winner. And obviously Jay Wiley's Lost in the Moment. Nigel Plays Vivaldi was the name of that piece. And coming through, we have so many amazing entries. I mean, just look at how they've used all the bottle caps. There's an old disc. This one is called the Octopus's Garden, and it's from the Midwest Community Living Association. And there's plenty more to see. So there's plenty more to see, so come through. Kim made this one, and you can see she's made this out of float and this rope using all the and there's a pearl float under here that she's painted, and I just love the way that she's incorporated the paint style in that. That's Kim Boschetti, and it's called Shelley. Shelley Plays Seashells by the Seashore. Pretty cool. And this is just a great use of wood. It's called Coral Festival by Maria Torres. I just love the way they've found all these little bits of plastic and incorporated. For me, it looks like a cactus garden, but obviously it's a garden under the sea. And then coming through this way, we have Baby Shark. You probably saw this previously on social media. It's got a little dummy that's made from an old pot. This goes on the end of a rope when you're crayfishing. And then she found this doll on the beach and incorporated it into the Baby Shark. Anyway, and here we have a lovely piece by Sarah Edge. This is Sarah Edge's signature style. It's so cute how she does all this rope work and then carves the floats to make this gorgeous little, and look at the bow at the back. It's a cute little butt. Coming through, a whale song by Bianca Bleach. And then we have another one by Kim Boschetti, The Ballet Dancer. It's pretty amazing how she's untwined all the ropes, sewed it together and made that work on a nice little bit of driftwood at the bottom there. And we have Casey Blocksisage. So using her style, so this is an artist view piece, so she's incorporated her own medium, used her own medium, and then, you know, representing KISS. We just love this one. In fact, we bought this, so it's going to be part of the permanent exhibition. Coming down, we have Sound from the Sea. And just look at the way that people have incorporated using the driftwood and the rope to make something representing our theme this year, which was Flotsam Berry. So this one's called Sound from the Sea. I think that's a French horn by Joe Healy. Pretty cute. Coming over here, we have a look at the whale. So we've got we had 3 pieces of art this year called Whale Song. Just look at me for a sec. So we had 3 pieces of art this year called Whale Song, and it was really great. They're all so different. And so this one here, using all the rope, and just so much Flotsam's been used in this. And this one's by Loz Williams, and it's just really amazing. And in the eyes is an old brown bottle, piece of glass from an old brown bottle. and then incorporating the music notes around the bottom here. And then this one's called Sisters in Motion. And the use of the colours that she's put together has just made, you just can't even imagine how much they make such pretty pieces out of the rubbish that we've collected off the beach. This one's called Sisters in Motion by Christy Leanne. And we come down. And we've got a wonderful piece here by Tim Carrier, Led Zeppelin Around the World Tour. And what I love, like often when the guys enter, they create such a engineering. It's an engineering feat, I feel. But the fact that this spins so smoothly, and then the use of an old float with the world, a map of the world on it. It's really done a wonderful job. And this was a runner-up winner for Artist View, so incorporating his own style, because you can see he's used a lot of, in here, the engineering piece, the metalwork. And coming through, we've got some pretty cool, this is an adult entry. It's pretty great looking in there. It's like a little, it's called Tiny Dancer. It's sitting on a little bottle cap. Very creative people we have here in Geraldton in the Midwest. This one here is Mr. Cool Bongo Man. So this is a kid's entry. Leilani and Ava Lilly, and they're 10 that made this. And I love the use of the old goggles, and they've incorporated lots of little things that they found on the beach that day. These floats are really, really old too. Coming through, we've got another kids entry here, Patrick Headphones. So using the float, and there was a lot of DJ inspired stuff going on. And we've got bucket beats, so there was a couple of old buckets that we found, and they've turned that into, that's by Jazz, Jody and Sally. Pretty cool. So, I mean, it's hard to mention all of them. This one here by Trish, I want to find the name tag, Trish Sawyer. So this one here is really, really gorgeous little crab, and you can play, and these crabs move. Look how she's made these crabs out of the cans. Like, that is just got claws. Pretty cute. Octopus DJ. I just can't see the note for that one. Oh. Yeah, Trish Carson, that one was from, and it's called Octavia. It's very amazing. Okay, coming through, I'll take you out the back. So there's some magnificent pieces out here. So we might as well start with the octopus. So this one's called Octavia and the Selvage Strings. Oh, this one's called Octavia and the Selvage Strings. The way that she has made this harp with all the detail to make the harp representative of those beautiful wood carvings that they make harps out of. I just think it's absolutely amazing. And this is an old wire wheel, and she's covered it up with all the rope that she collected on the day. And this rope here has been untwined from like this big mass that we found on the beach. And a green eye. It is so big. I don't know if you can see how big it is on the camera, like when you stand back, like I'm standing here. And so it's just definitely a featured piece. And this one also won a prize. Chloe Kramer made this, and she was runner-up Best Theme Award. So it was pretty good. Look here, we have another entry. I think that's a kid's entry. I just can't see. Oh, here we go, over here. That one is, yeah, made by a 13-year-old. Let the Lady Sing. Oh my God, look at this microphone. Sparkle from the Sea. Oh my God, can I sing? You know, like, how cool. I just think it's fantastic. That was by Emmy Lou Howen. She's 5, so she's incorporated lots of stuff there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And we come through here. Lovely piece by Verity. She always thinks of the cutest little things. Making this dress. This is an old shoe that she's used as the bust area. This is an old pearl net. It's even got oysters stuck on it, you can see here. And then she did the thongs. This one is I Would Walk 500 Miles. So it's, well, I would walk 500 nautical miles. So based on the song, I would walk 500 miles. And that's by Verity Pierce. And then we have this gorgeous piece here by Yoni Chen. called Minuet. And so there's a lot of work. Look how she's like, just the style. And obviously she's made this on the mannequin, so that will not be coming off that mannequin. And then over here, we love our little Barbie. So this is the Pink Pony Club. So she's incorporated a Barbie and then old cardboard that we've found, end of the pot rope, and this is rope here. These go on the end of floats. And then here we have a tambourine made by Joe Long, and it works. And we have this gorgeous record bag by Maggie McGilvray called Festival Fashion. Pretty cool, usable, and it's for sale. And then have a look at Liz Turner's artwork that she entered this year. Really amazing stuff. We've sold 2 of these, but one that really speaks to me is this one, which is shaped like the heart. So the heart is a muscle by Liz Turner. And this one, inspired by the Gang of Youth song, the same name, a song about intentionally building emotional strength, resilience, and capacity for love through vulnerability. Pretty wonderful. Yeah, and we have a couple of more pieces down here. Queen's Park Theatre representation. It's amazing. You come through and you have a look. Oh my God, look at this little lady that has painted the little face on there. So cute. And that one is by, it's called the Jim Bob Band, and it's by Summer Chelsea and Alea, ages 10 and 11 for this one. And then this one, here's another child entry. This one here, age 9, by Elora Billing, called Ocean Music. And we're coming through here. We've got Hayley's piece of these beautiful birds. For me, I feel like this is by Hayley Savage. It's called Morning Song, and I feel like this is her signature artwork. She often does these big pieces representing animals and flowers and these birds. Often I see her painting the birds. It's really gorgeous. And we have Dash Savage, age 6, you know, just painting on a piece of driftwood. It's lovely. And then we have Garfield Symphony, the use of an old violin and putting on stuff that they found at Flotsam, these little pieces here, the little bit of rope around here, the old wire, sitting on a float. And we have a siren song here. So, you know, just this little piece of wood with the inscriptions of the ship on there. And the siren song, it's got the little mermaid down there. We're coming through. This one here is made by Seth Tuller. So use of an old float with a lamp that works. Pretty cool. So you can see how big that is when I pick it up. I'll just move that to the side a bit. And then we have this musical notes. This one's called Ocean Music. And this is another child entry as well, age 10. So this is the use of we get a lot of bottle caps at the island. So I love it when people can use it. Oh, that's stuck there. But look at this big day out. Maybe go back a little bit so we can get the frame in. The big day out. Now, I had a lot of people tell me, like this big day out, it's called RIP BDO, 1992 to 2014 by Cat Charles. A lot of people resonated with this piece because they remember going to the big day out in their lifetime. And every time someone comes in and looks at it, they're always like, oh, I remember going to that. And it's always lovely to like hear the stories and the feelings that artwork, how it makes you feel. And we're coming over here, look at this snake. You know, just a simple piece of artwork, but so good. Like this one's by Jacob Barlow. He's 3. And he called it My Snake. My snake looks like he's dancing to circles. And he does. Eva Gross made this one here, again with the bottle tops. I just think it's great that these all got used. Pretty cool. And then we have Into the Deep. So this is a dress by Margot Ramsey. Always a sea theme with the beautiful beading that goes on here. And then look at the flotsam around the bottom. It's really great. She's got the starfish and the scallops coming over here. Just, you know, look at this simple entry, a music note. Treble clef, I think that's what we call that, by Maria Torres. And then this gorgeous use of driftwood and the old seashells. I just think incorporating this was just such a lovely piece. Delphine by Lynette Nell. And then we come over here to, of course, Slim Dusty. So this is by Pamela Riggs. She's a regular entrant into Flotsam. And she even found this tape that was part of the rubbish as well. Every part of this is made from Flotsam. We even found that hat, and I know when she picked it up, it was all mouldy and it was really in a bad way, and it just completed her picture. The use of the hands, the way she's carved the floats to make the hands, and Pam won the overall Flotsam and Jetsam award. Pretty cool. That's getting a lot of attention. We're coming over here. We've got our guitar section. So, you know, a lot of great pieces here. Like, they call this a cigar guitar, I think. Let me see. Washed Up Blues by Paul Dutton. And then we have Electric Guitar by George MacDonald. He's 14. And we have another one here. Where's the tag? Oh, there it is. It's called Rocking Guitar by Layla Wright. So age 9 made this one here. You know, I love seeing the kids' entry. And of course, here's my daughter's entry. She did Amy Winehouse. And so, you know, she did a painted by colours and then wanted to incorporate the Flotsam over the top. And I'm like, I was pretty proud of her for doing that. And then we've got this wonderful guitar. Oh my goodness. Like, this guitar will also become part of our permanent exhibition. And this is called the Saltwater Six Strings by Sarah Ramsey. And pretty great. Come and check out the detail, even at the back. Like, all the work that she did here. And you can see she's untwined all the rope, braided some, and made a strap. It's very good. And we come through here. We've got another child entry here. Caleb Levette and Cooper Smith. This nice little combo. Oops. Did I point this one out? Look at this ship. And again, great use of the bottle tops. It's Coral Reef Notes by Kira and Jasmine, age 10 and 11, like, just wonderful. And then we are going to come over to the kids, over to this section here in our nice cabinet. We've got Elton John glasses, Joe Long. This one here's a winner. So this is an old float cut into a drum called Mirror's Tabla by Aurelia Gibbard. And I mean, it's a shame that all of Australia doesn't get to see this exhibition, so I thought it'd be great to make this video to share with you. Coming down here, we have little, the Fancy Sparkly show. And a lot of them have lights, but they're gone a little bit flat, but that's okay. You still get the idea. Coming through here, another one by Sarah Edge. That's called Static Sweetheart. And then look at this Elvis one. It's very interesting. Blue Suede Seas. I thought that we would get a lot of Elvis things inspired, but that's the only one that's done by Elvis. Like, that is inspired by Elvis. Down here. This one's pretty cool. Look, representing, where's the note for that? Hmm? Oh yeah, Einstein Goes Electric. It's by Hudson McMahon, so it's a kid entry as well. And look at the picture of Einstein at the back there. I just like that representation. This one here is gorgeous. After Dark by Bonnie Bolton. Really using the theme, Flotsamberry. And then down here we've got a kettle with the notes and the music and just a painting. Music to My Ears by Sharon Billing. Floaty Kalimba by Sonny Dutton. He's 8. Coming through. Tim's Audio Pro Max. Remember when people back in the day used to put these sort of things on their shoulder? And then we come through here. We've got, and then we've got Where Words Fail, Music Speaks. I just think that's really fantastic. And then we have one here called To the Sea by Seth Tuller. Coming across. Well Worn Wood. I love this representation of a violin. I kind of feel like it's a violin. Great with the theme, incorporating their own medium as well. So it is nice to be able to come down and check it out. And you know, if you're sitting on the other side of Australia, and at least you can watch it this way. And there's another Flotsamberry theme. on that great bit of wood. Like that's a great bit of driftwood that we would have found. But it's by Sarah Edge. And this is by Carmen Coop and Ella Proudlove. And I think it's nice they've incorporated songs of the people of the islands that they like. And the fishing. So, you know, really significant for the Abrolhos Islands. The Flotsam Float Show. Look at this piano keyboard down here. Oh yeah, I'll let you finish looking at that first. So this keyboard, so you know, we can play on the keyboard. I think that's a really artistic representation, and the way they've curled these ropes up, it's just so much work that goes into it. And you know what? These are awesome. So we'll start with here, Rock Cod Records, and the names on here, all the effort that's gone into it. Flotsam Records, Seal Diamond, Sweet Castelline. Big Rat Records, David Blowie, Ziggy Starfish and the Spider Crabs from Mars. Rock Cod Records, the Rolling Stonefish. I can't get no fish. And then look at this wonderful piece here of Verity's. So Verity Pierce made this coral trout. She's called it Bag Limit Zero. Probably a little bit of a protest piece because there's a big, massive fishing ban on, but the little circles that she's used to really define a coral trout, it's really amazing. She really captured it, I know that. This is another one that will become part of our permanent exhibition. And come down here, we've got a jetty by Gary Topper. Pretty cool. Can I just take that for a sec? Because I want to get under here. Like, it's just really cool way. And I know that he's really good, renowned for good woodwork. Got the little feathers in here and there's a couple of eggs in there. Here you go. Coming over here, we've got like another float. So this one here, looks a different colour on the picture. Seth Tuller, Neptune's Neon Moon. And look, this is a great use of an old pearl panel. They've varnished it up. This one here is called the Cello Chair. Pretty cool. And that's made by Geraldton Flexible School, and that is aged between 12 and 17-year-olds. Coming through over here, we have this amazing piece. I don't know if you need to stand back a bit to get a full idea of that. Whoops. You know, it's a really great piece. That bit of wood came in like that, and they're just calling it Stairway to Heaven. By Sharon Pyther. And it's funny because her daughter made the guitar over there. And I love it when families enter. And then we have this amazing, again, another harp by Elise Hook. So it was really hard trying to fit all this artwork in this year. And we're coming through here. We have like a really wonderful, this piece here, The Islands That Cannot Speak by Jazz Jody and Sally Capewell. And then down here we've got a little bit of a duo happening. So these are called Diversity and Harmony, Meryl Jackson, and wrote a little poem there, like a rainbow of voices, the music resounds in sync, yet contrasting sweet refrains abound. So, you know, it's really great. You can also see all these spiels on our website. We've got the Fisherman's Blues. So this one here is by Erica Starling and Ralph Malks. So projector. So she's made the music and then the projector going through, and in the background, yes, another little protest piece. Saving the fish, but it really captures your emotion. And we come through here. Don't worry, we're nearly done. You're going to get to see the whole exhibition here. And so we have this piece here called Capturing the Music by Cara Power. And I love the way we use Flotsam Music Festival as the theme. Like, it was really popular and people just got so creative with it. Look at this banjo. I did want to buy this one, but someone beat me to it. Can I play? Ding, 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 ding. Once a jolly swagman, can't buy a billabong. And that's called Benny the Banjo, and Murray and Glenda Blythe did it. So Glenda normally makes baskets and hats, Murray makes hats out of the rope, so it's a bit different for what they normally make. And we've got the boots. And this one here, heaps of old glass work. And so these boots made by Maggie McGilvray, I wonder if I should, you know what, are they for sale? Oh, they're not for sale. She's probably going to wear them at the islands, I reckon. Rock and roll lifestyle there. You know, a lot of famous singers on there. Well done, Maggie. And then this piece here was by The Sound of the Wind, Eva Gross. Yeah. Oh, what have I got here? Oh, this one here is great by Amanda. Ooh. So this one, excuse me, this one's called The Sound of the Sea by Amanda Forward. So I want to go back a bit. So Amanda is a professional artist that entered in here. It's really cool how she's used this. Actually, this fabric here is the same fabric that Pam used on Slim Dusty. Yeah, it's very, very well done. Did I talk about this one? This one's called Beach Beats. I wonder if it works. Oh, that's stuck on there. I can't. And that's another children's entry, ages 10 and 12, Tristan and Garrett Taylor. And this is a gorgeous little bowl. You can put some fruit in there. It's sold. It was only $20. Georgina Jeffries is really gorgeous piece, use of colours. And then here we have another piece by Kim Borshman, and that one actually, Kim Borshman. But that one there won a prize that was the winner of the Maritime Heritage Award because it is really significant. It's got the ball, it's got the lighthouse, it's got the Sydney Memorial, fish, a lot of heritage ideas in that. Here we have Strike a Chord by Carol Ann White. Look at all those picks in there. In an old basket that they used to use for craybait. Throne of the Abrolhos. Look at this chair. Did someone buy that one? It's gorgeous, this chair. I highly recommend it. Do you reckon I can sit in it? Look, it's a working chair, $500. You can have this. Look at all the old little bits of flotsam around it. Here we have a combination of pieces. So Carmen Proudlove made these. Really cool little bits of art. You know, I like the small pieces because it's easy to hang on the wall. You know, a little piece like this. She's selling for $100. This little round one's pretty cool. $100. And then we've got this piece. So quite an outstanding piece. Catching a Note by Charlotte Alderzabes. Probably saying her name wrong. But yeah, lots of... And this old net that we find is pretty old. We don't often get nets anymore when we're picking up the rubbish. These are old little bits of float too that we've found. And we've got this hanging rainbow jellyfish made by a 9-year-old. This is a really cool piece. Incorporating the plastic around here. Use of the float. G220. I wonder who that is. Right, so what do you think? Have I got it all? Oh, hang on, there's one more. Labour's Fish and Chip Special. Oh, Sally Gilbertson. This is a small protest piece about the state of our fishing industry being poorly managed for over a decade. The Midwest and other regional coastal communities are being punished for the government's failure to lead the so-called captain's call. So, you know, that's pretty great. That's $200. Yeah, so Sally's a really great artist. Oh yeah, and we have another piece over here. This one here is by George MacDonald, Birdie Blues. His signature style with the eyes, always different shape. Use of all flotsam. Look at this Salty Threads. This was such a popular piece. I don't know, have you got the whole lot in there? I would go back a bit. And so you can see how it looks and how big it is. This one sold straight away. And I know that we had to give this lady these people some more rope because people have wanted to order. So that's the thing about Flotsam is it can open up your career into the art world because people like what they see and they contact the artist and they get something custom made for themselves. And then we have this, The Lure of Home by Kay Garrett. Beautiful piece of driftwood. I love that. And over here, just a few. Oh, this has been moved. Why did we move this? Sorry, just getting this quick video. So we've got Whale Song by Kylie Reynolds. I actually love this piece. I think this is very good. It's a really great piece. Oh, is it not? It needs to just sit a bit better there. There. Beautiful. And then another piece here. I think that's Georgia. No, this is Georgia's mum. Natalie Faulkner made this piece. It looks like Mick Jagger. It's called Rockstar Mick Jagger. His jumping jack flash. And then this gorgeous turtle, oh my goodness. It's called Estefan and Flyer. So featuring Estefan by Vanessa Butson. And it won an award, Artist View, honourable mention. Look at the detail in here. And then the picture to back it up. It's pretty cool. Pretty sure she didn't sell that. She didn't want to sell it. Oh, we got this one here. This is a great use of Flotsam. It's called Josie Mackin, and it's called Music Mermaid by Josie Mackin. She tried to use as many colours as possible in the reef, and she took inspiration from the reef at Coral Bay. So yeah, so that is our Flotsam and Jetsam exhibition. The closing, it's been running now for about 2 months, and so we're excited that you can watch this video and also keep an eye out for what we do next year, and we're wondering now what the theme will be for next year. But yeah, thank you for viewing Flotsam by Latitude Jewellers.